listening to Those Dad Guys, because the moms have their podcasts, so why shouldn't we? Huh? Here are Joe Seiler and Paul Black, Those Dad Guys.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Those Dad Guys. We are Those Dad Guys. I'm Joe. He's Paul.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's great to see you today.
I love when you put that voice on. It's kind of creepy. It's like, you know, yeah.
What, that radio voice?
It kind of is, but it's got that gravel to it. That's like a little bit like, it's like, hey, I'm a little bit sinister. I'm not going to lie to you.
That's awesome.
You know, here we are for another week, another episode. Thanks for joining us. Why don't we crack a beer?
Let's do it. What do you got?
I went back. I'm not gonna lie. I'm doubling up again. I went to back to the Locker Room Lager. I enjoy this very much.
And they paying you or what? Are you getting free beers? What's going on?
But it's good though. It's good. I have a case of it that I got to go through.
There you go.
But it's good. I enjoy it.
I'm hitting up some Cameron's Brewing 12 Mile.
Oh, show the can.
That's nice, actually. India Pale Lager.
India Pale Lager.
As soon as my wife brought it home, I'm like, yeah, this one's for the cast, because, you know, my mind goes 4 blocks to 8 Mile. So,
no doubt.
Yeah. And I found out they're local. They're freaking Oakville.
Yeah, I think I knew that because I had a friend, I think, that went there and got a growler full of beer before. You ever fill a growler of beer before?
I never heard of a growler until my buddy Mike in New Brunswick. And there's this place called Pickeroons, and when we went to her house after the 22-hour drive, he offered me a growler. That's the first time I heard of it, and it's new to me here. But I guess Cameron's does it. Brew Pub does it.
I have a couple empty growlers here that a friend of mine used to own a brewery out in Vaughan. And I got a couple growlers from him, and every now and then I would go back and get them filled, but he sold the brewery and doesn't have it anymore. But they're sitting here. I came across them the other day as I was cleaning up. I was like, I should get these filled up again. I mean, it's really, you got to hammer through it once it's opened.
That's what I heard. You have 24 hours to drink it?
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
But I mean, realistically, if you're sitting around with the boys, it's gone very fast.
Speaking of sitting around the boys, do you hold the growler and go, ooh, 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 blow in it when the growler's done?
Yes.
Oh, that's
100, like a jug band. You know what?
Exactly.
Next week, doing it. I'm doing it.
That's amazing.
I'm gonna grab the growler next week. I'm going jug band for you.
Did you? Well,
do you have a washboard by any chance?
I do. That's how my wife does the laundry.
She goes into the backyard and beats the things on the rock.
Exactly. We're real old school over here.
I love it. Old school Italian. That's it.
Yeah. Did you obviously heard? I'm pretty pumped today because you can have a social circle of 10 people now in the COVID-10. Okay,
so let me tell you something. So today the Ontario government said that you can get together, you can bubble with another household. There's 2 different things here.
There is.
You can bubble with another household. So can I tell you something? It's Friday evening. Mm-hmm. My parents are at my house right now.
For real, eh?
You understand how fast they got to my house? My mom right away. She's like, woohoo! Because remember, I have a 5-month-old that for 3.5 months has been in quarantine. So my mom's like, woohoo! I'm like, hold on. Bring in the reins here a little bit, Ma. You can't come right now. First of all, I'm working. Second of all, our house is a disaster. We just had a full HVAC installed. So she's like, I'm not ready anyway. Don't worry about it. I'm not dressed. I'm not showered. It's like 2:00 in the afternoon. I wish I wasn't dressed and not showered. But I'm like, okay. I'm like, fine. I said, here's what I'm going to tell you. 4:30. I said, do not come to my house. Now, do your parents have a key to your house?
No, they have the code.
Okay, yeah, okay. So they have a key to your house.
No.
So I said to my mom, I said, look, because you could change the code anytime.
Amen. See?
I said to my mom, I said, not a minute before 4:30. And if I hear the key in the door before 4:30, I'm changing the locks. I don't care. You'll never again. 4:31 in the door. In the door. Now, I got to be honest. I'm a little bit excited about it, but yeah, my parents are here right now.
Nice.
They're upstairs, and I can hear them right now. I can hear them. And I said, everyone, I got to go down and record. I know everyone's excited. Kids are running around like fools.
Yeah,
I'm like, look. So yes, you got your 10 social circle, but you've also got your bubbling with another household. Obviously, we're bubbling with my parents. I love that term, bubbling. But yes, I mean, you can socially distance with 10 people as opposed to 5. So we're working our way up.
We're working it. And I think we should do a who's your COVID-10 for social distancing.
A COVID-10.
This is what I'm picturing.
Okay.
I'm picturing. So I'm going to give my first name right off the bat because he's a part of the whole picture that I'm going to draw.
Okay.
So Tom, number 1.
Tom.
Okay.
Yep.
He has land.
I like that.
So
land.
we can very well put up a bonfire.
Yep.
Social distance the chairs around this bonfire. Drink, barbecue, smoke meat. Do what we got to do. Do what you got to do.
Love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Joe, you got to be there.
Okay. I was hoping I'd get the invite. That's cool. All right.
That's very important because we need you to bring your stuff. We need the speakers. We need the.
Okay. So I'm basically there to work.
Well, you, me, and another guest that I'll bring up later.
All right. So far we've got Tom, Joe, and Paul.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, my list was COVID-11. I'm going to cancel someone out.
Someone's getting booted. You got to say who you're booting, though.
I didn't even. Well,
you have to say who you're booting.
Okay.
All right.
So my boss, Peter.
Okay.
Now, we were on a call the other day.
Yeah.
And it was the end of the day, and we were celebrating a birthday. And this guy is so freaking funny.
Peter is.
He doesn't give a shit what he says to nobody.
So far,
right?
he sounds like he'd fit in right.
Right? So I'm like, man, so he's got to be there.
All right. Peter's in.
This is where I get a little weird. Gronk's invited.
Come on, Gronk.
Yeah. You know Gronk's got to be there.
Yeah. Gronk is no longer the 24/7 WWE champion anymore.
Who I'm going to drop. I'm kind of upset about dropping this person, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because I think we have a lot to learn. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh no.
Paulie D. Paulie D is going to get dropped.
You know what? That's good because if I was there DJing, DJ Paulie D would probably want to show me up. I'd be embarrassed.
Well, but we would both learn.
I don't know. I'd be embarrassed. So
you know who else
is a much better DJ. Plus, that sweet tan and the blowout. I'm super jealous.
Yeah,
Paulie D's my boy.
So what are we at now? We're at 7.
No. You got Tom, Joe, Paul, Peter, and Gronk. You're at 5.
5. Okay. So Miguel for sure. Miguel.
Yeah. You love it. They gotta have the Portuguese there.
You do, right?
That's our boy. In case you don't know who Miguel is, we've talked to him before. We've talked to him about going to the Bills game with him. I went on a trip to Chicago with him, which I keep threatening to tell the story about him getting lost in an alley in Chicago, and I am going to tell it. Just
next week. Next week we'll do a Chicago episode.
Oh, I can only talk about Chicago. You were in Chicago forever, so I mean, I can only talk about one trip. But anyway, okay, Miguel, you get the Portuguese there. Okay, I love it.
I'm going to invite Brent from work.
Okay. Tell me about Brent.
Brent is as opinionated as I am.
Yeah.
But on the different side.
Oh, so you guys are going to get like crazy.
Oh, you guys would get some exciting arguments. Because it's all about putting on a show and having a great time at the end of the day.
Oh, so you'd just be there to put on a show, like a entertainment.
It just everyone's going to have a great time. Okay. That's all I know.
Yeah, from a distance.
Yeah. Well, no, as a part of it, because everyone's going to want to get involved. Because I'm not saying that.
But we're still far apart.
Well, 6 feet.
Yeah. All right, Brent. And Brent is a listener, if I'm correct.
Oh, huge listener. Yeah.
For all right, Brent. So you're in.
Yeah, he's the patio guy. So maybe we can.
Oh yeah. It gets hot and sweaty on the dance floor.
Sure does.
But I do my best work.
My brother's got to be there.
Okay.
Here's the reason. I need to see you two go at it with your ribs, and I got to eat.
Yeah. Again, ribs. I can't take all. I'm good with ribs, but they're not my strongest.
Maybe you guys can do a rib wing battle, and we'll all win.
That's tough, man. That's tough. That's complicated. That's a lot of work. Thing. I need a sous chef then.
Hey, listen. This is a 3-day party. This is a 3-day party.
Oh, yes, we're camping out on Tom's land.
That's it. And so where are we at now? We got 2 more?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You got 2 more.
To make the stakes even higher.
Oh.
Roger Mooking's going to come.
Oh, no.
Roger Mooking's coming. He's going to build his own fire.
Okay. He is your BFF.
We're best friends forever. You're right.
You know what? I need some tips from him on how to use my smoker properly. Although
he'll help you out.
He doesn't use this kind of smoker, but still, I'm telling you right now, I'm hurting with the smoker, man.
And the last person? No, yeah. Well, you'll get better. I'm telling you, I mastered the brisket now.
It takes a lot of, it's trial and error.
Yeah.
When you're used to using a barbecue for all these years and you switch and you move over to a smoker.
Yeah.
It's a lot different. All right, number 10.
Last person is going to be my wife.
Really?
Yeah. Who the hell else is going to get us our treats? She's going to be making chicken wing dip. She's going to bring out the cinnamon buns. She'll bring out some of those mini chocolate chip cookies. So she makes sure we're fed well in the snack department.
So I'm looking at your list. That's a good list. Well-rounded for the most part, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I found a few flaws.
Okay.
If I may.
Yeah.
Okay. So there are 10.
Yeah.
So Tom, married with children. Is that family leaving? They're going away for them.
They can stay in the house.
Okay. So we're outside in tents, partying.
No tents. We're just in those nice little Adirondack chairs around that fire.
We're staying over for 3 days.
We can't sleep in an Adirondack chair?
No. I can't do that. I need a blow-up bed inside it. I need, you know what? I got all the
Listen,
okay.
You can pitch as many tents as you want that weekend, okay?
There you go. All right, so Tom's family's out.
Yeah.
Your daughter?
She's not on the list.
Not on the list. She's out.
I'm a bouncer. You're not on the list.
Keep in mind, your wife is there with you. Where's your daughter going? Your parents?
Did you notice I didn't invite Grandma and Grandpa?
Yeah, there you go. Well, okay. Yeah. Just making sure. For a little while, I thought you were going with a work party.
Okay. No.
With Brent and Peter, who I look forward to meeting them. Is Peter a listener?
I doubt it.
Okay. If he's not a listener soon, he's coming off the list.
Okay. All right. That's fair.
Tell him straight up what I told him. Like, say, look, Peter. Off the list. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's not my list. But I'm booting him. I don't care. Peter, get in here. I don't have time. I don't have time for people who don't want to listen to the podcast.
This is it.
So play this exact part for him.
Well,
okay, Pete.
We have
probably doesn't like to be called Pete, and I would call him Pete. I would get so slammed, and like, because you know how there's those guys that like, I am Michael. Yeah. I do not want to be called Mike.
How about Tony?
You know what? Okay. Heather does not want Anthony called Tony ever in his life, but there's those guys. Michael, I do not want to be called Mike. Yeah. By the end of the night, when I've had enough locker rooms, it's like, what up, Mikey? And that person hates me.
People would be shocked how we are together, man. Like, I think both would be ripping on him. You remember that time where all the neighbors were so offended that you and I were under a blanket together because it was chilly out?
It was cold.
It was cold. And we were having to...
So let me ask you this question to the I don't even have a name for our listeners yet. You guys are going to have, we're working on a name, those dad guys, the Dad Pod Nation. I don't know what you're going to be yet, but let me throw it out to you guys. If it's like, you're sitting out front and it's late at night and you got a bunch of people and like it's families, our families were all there.
Yeah. And
you're all sitting around drinking and it's cold and there's a blanket.
Mm-hmm.
But it's big enough for the two people sitting beside you.
Mm-hmm.
Does it matter who you're sitting with to share the blanket? I shared a blanket with Paul. People thought it was wrong. like we were in love.
Right.
We were not in love. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but we were not in love. We were cold. And we caught flack about it like crazy. Anyway, yeah, so share a blanket. That's all. I don't even remember what you said before that, but hey, share a blanket. Doesn't matter. Your friend's cold. Hey, come under my blanket with me.
Share the warmth.
Cuddling. We're not cuddling. Yep. Just share the blanket. Have a good time. Mm-hmm. More holes. I don't think Gronk's going to show up.
You don't?
Nah. He's too busy with TB12, man. Him and Giselle and TB12. Now, I don't even know. He probably they're great friends, I'm sure. But could you imagine Tom Brady on those Gronk cruises?
Oh, that would be the best.
I have to go back inside and have my shake now.
Do you remember on New Year's Eve when Gronk slammed Steve Harvey's Lego head?
He was so fucking pissed.
Today, I'm still curious. Like, was it staged or not? But the way Steve Harvey acted, it couldn't have been.
No, I can't believe it. And Gronk was hammered. Oh my God!
Why wouldn't you want him at the party? Why wouldn't you want him as the social 10?
I'm not saying I don't want him at the party. I think you'd have to pay him to be at the party.
Fair. Okay.
Okay. So,
all right.
Yeah, that's kind of, Paulie D. I get it. I think you'd have more chance.
He's kicked off, though. He's kicked off.
That's what I'm saying. He's out. I think you'd have more chance of Paulie D showing up than Gronk. Because, what's he doing?
Exactly.
Fist pump in the Jersey Shore.
Isn't he with Vinny in a love show or something?
I don't know. I think that's over. But still, those Jersey Shore is one. I love to call Jersey Shore a reality show. But come on, I don't know that Jersey Shore is a reality show. It was fun to watch. So, man, Jersey Shore was fun to watch.
The season when they were in Italy was the best.
Come on.
The situation goes to head slam his wall like he's in freaking Jersey.
Sitch. I loved Jersey Shore. And it's like there are a select few people that you could talk about it because most people are like, that's ridiculous. Yeah. But I think about 25% of the people that say it's ridiculous, they watch it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
They don't
guilty
want to
pleasures.
admit it. Oh, yeah.
You know what my guilty pleasure is?
No.
90 Day Fiance.
I know. Okay. I do know. I said no. I was talking to my wife. I was talking to Heather, and I said, I think we're going to talk a little bit about reality shows tonight. Mm-hmm. And, she's talking to me about some of her reality shows. And I'm like, you know what? Paul likes Paul's reality shows. He's like, 90 Day Fiance. That's the first one that came out of my mouth. Now, you probably told me that before. Yeah. But still, I'm like 90 Day Fiance. And then that Blind Love one that you told me about on Netflix. I never watched any
No,
of this
it was The Circle, wasn't it? No, Blind Love. You're right.
Blind Love.
Yeah, man.
None of this bullshit.
I love train wrecks, let me tell you.
I know, man.
They're the best. My wife and my mom were talking the other day on FaceTime. And they're talking about a reality show they really like. It's called Sunday Mass on CH.
Is it actually?
There's a Sunday Mass on CH from the Basilica in Hamilton. And I get it. It's great, right? It's service. People want to hear the word and stuff. But the way they were talking about it, and my wife at one point is like, whoa, I'm a week behind.
No, she did
I'm
not
a week behind.
No.
I'm still at the Pentecost.
Come on. She did not say that.
Swear to you, man. Swear to you. And then my mom's like, spoiler alert, this week they do a second reading.
You got to be honest, though. At no point did they say it's a reality show. Tell me they did not say. You're just saying that they were talking about it like a reality show.
Exactly. And it
Come on.
Me, when she's like, spoiler alert, there's a second reading this week. My wife's like, come on. Okay. I still got to watch it.
So I got to ask you, what did you do when they what is the look on your face when you're like when your wife says I'm a week behind? Honestly, what is the look? Did you start laughing or was it like, are you kidding me? Like
this is what I said. I said, "Oh, I got to write this down." And she's like, "What are you, Rain Man?" Because Charlie Babbitt abused him, so he took out his notebook.
Come on, man.
She's very careful now what she talks to me about because I'm going to write it down for an episode.
See, the best thing is it's like I told my wife day one, I'm like, everything's on.
Yeah.
Everything's on. So you say something, I'm going to bring it up. I don't care. Yeah. I don't care. That, well, I'm going to tell you, it's not... It's hard to say it's a reality show. It's church. Right. So does that mean when you go to church, you're in a reality show?
I would assume so.
So it's like when you're at church, it's like you're on the island for Survivor. I'm just curious. I'm trying to work it out here.
Now you're going all over the place, man.
I'm trying to figure out what I can compare the reality show of church to. That's it. Okay. When you said I want to talk about my mom and my wife's favorite reality show, I was like, okay. All right, we're going to talk about Big Brother.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe. My mom's favorite, Survivor, I would consider. I mean, now based on what you said, I cannot say that Survivor was the first real reality show because church.
Exactly.
So we're out there. Okay. My wife believes that the Great Canadian Baking Challenge is a reality show. I said, no, it's a game show. They're very different.
Oh, that is a reality show.
No, I don't buy it. It's a game show.
It's a reality game show. No, I'm starting to see what you're talking about. It's like just like Mom, which is now just like Mom and Dad, without Fergie Jenkins.
Oh, Fergie, rest his soul.
Was it Fergie Jenkins?
No, Fergie Jenkins, a baseball player. It was
Fergie Oliver.
Fergie Oliver.
There you go.
Yes, it was. Now, Fergie Jenkins is a Hall of Fame pitcher for the Cubs.
That's right.
Okay, Canadian. Shout out.
He'll autograph anything.
So yes. So again, like all these, I'm like, do I consider MasterChef a reality show? No, it's a game show. It's a game show. Now, it's not. It's a continuing episode, like episodic. It's not like one-offs,
right?
But it's a game show.
That's very interesting. You shed some new light on that.
Survivor, Big Brother, even Amazing Race, I look at as reality shows.
But they're game shows. There's a prize.
Everything essentially is a game show. Except for, I guess you could say, like that Real World show that used to be on MTV. There was no prize for that. They just shoved people in a house and they were just idiots and they just stayed by the pool all the time.
Yeah, isn't that?
I guess Jersey Shore would be a reality show.
Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, without a doubt.
Pump some fists.
Smothered. Have you seen Smothered? Do you watch TLC at all?
No, I do not watch. Come on, Paul.
After 90 Day, there's a show called Smothered, and it's with a mother and a daughter, and they almost look alike. They do everything together. It's just I don't watch it. I don't watch that.
See, I guess then, like, what's that pregnant one? The 16-year-old pregnant chicks?
Yeah.
I forget what that's called. I want to say 16 and pregnant, but it's not.
That sounds right.
Maybe it is.
Yeah, I think you're right.
That, I guess, is a reality show.
I think it might be called 16 and I don't know. I'll be
honest. I've watched it. I tried. I watched just for a laugh. I watched freaking Dance Moms with the kids. Wow. I'm like, I'm going to put you in dance if you don't smarten up. I don't care if you're 13. You're going to learn how to dance.
So what would Property Brothers be?
I think that's more of it's like, I don't think it's a reality show. I think that's like think about it like, what was that renovation show where they remade a house for like poor people and stuff?
Was it This Old House or something?
No, that's like Bob Vila. Not like a full renovation. It's like when they, I cannot remember. I'm on the spot, but they, it's like people whose house, like they have a story to tell, and then they brought in this entire Ty Pennington was on it. He was like the host guy, and they moved these people out, and they're like really down.
Niecy Nash.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah. I think I'm with you now. I'm with you 100%.
But they would basically reno this house for them, and then they bring them back, and the whole neighborhood would be there because they're all pulling for this family. I don't remember what it's called, but. Anyway, that again, I don't look at that as a reality show. It's a fine line, but maybe you're right. Maybe the prize, but Survivor's been credited as being like the first reality show kind of thing. Really, like you know what I mean? Like, so it has a prize, but
Is it Extreme Home Makeover?
Yes.
Edition?
Good research. I'm glad you have a computer in front of you to do that research.
Well, I don't want you to seem like you left anything on the table when we're done recording.
I appreciate you bringing it back. But anyway, so I don't know. It's hard to say. Maybe it's interaction. Maybe it's the way people are forced to interact on a certain show that makes it a reality show.
Yeah.
I do not look at any of these cooking shows as reality show. They don't have to live together. Any of that stuff. I don't know. Okay. So that's the way I look at it. Anyway, that's it. So, yeah, church is not a reality show. Paul's mom and wife, Mussolini. Church is not a reality show. Church is just real.
Yeah, recognize.
So summer's here. It's been nice. I barbecued again today at lunch.
Yeah, you did.
As long as I can, day is show day. I'm gonna
What'd you do? What'd you do?
Sausages again. Cause
yeah. Hey, this is my weather, just so you know. So it's a nice 18 degrees, sunny, slight breeze, fantastic.
Okay.
I took today off, did some weeding.
Oh, you were weeding last weekend too.
Well, yeah, and then my legs gave up on me, and I had to take a rest for 4 days, and then I just finished today.
Oh, good. I'm glad you did. It's a summer, and the kids are almost done. They're almost done school. I see it. It's like 2 weeks away now to the end of the year, the official end of the year. Is your daughter looking forward to it?
I guess. I don't know.
You don't talk to her?
No. No, I don't know. Man, we got into it today again because she does one subject per day. And then I look today and she has nine outstanding assignments.
Yeah.
So I've made a schedule Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, what you're going to do, 2 hours of time for each, blah, 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 all that stuff.
Nice.
I don't think she can look forward to summer though, because
what can you do?
It's going to be the same as now.
So here's what I told my kids. See, it's different. We're in a different world because I got two older kids that are close in age, and your daughter's just kind of only child, right? So it's different. I read an article this week, and I'm going to post it on the Facebook. By the time you're watching this, it's up with it. It was basically a mom writing a letter to her kids and say, look, this last 3.5 months, 4 months has been tiring for me too. It's been tough for me too. And you know what? Get ready, because this summer you're going to have a summer of the 80s. Mm-hmm. What's the summer of the 80s? And she goes on to talk about, you know what? I'm going to tell you at 9 o'clock, go outside and don't come back till the street lights come on, or come back for lunch. I'm going to tell you to go out and get dirty and go out and do things, because you know what? I need some time. I need to be able to kind of get some rest and do that stuff too, because this is the kind of stuff we did as we were kids. I mean, I did, at least. I don't know if like
no,
all day
1,000%.
We'd wake up in the morning and we'd go out.
Yeah. And our lunch was 12 minutes.
Yeah. We come in. It's like we didn't even want to come in for lunch. We were forced to come in for lunch. Mm-hmm. So, you know, she's like, go outside and learn things and stuff. So one thing we did, I took the kids' bikes out. First of all, I realized my kids need new bikes. I'm like, oh my God, they're way too big for these bikes. Like they've got like BMX type bikes. Mm-hmm. And you know what? I rode a BMX bike for a while, but I've got like the seat jacked to like this. I'm like, this will last year on these bikes. So we got them bikes, and I went grocery shopping last Saturday, and I said to Heather, I said, just tell them to go bike riding, whatever. So I got home. No, I was out. She goes, are you at the grocery store still? I said, no. She goes, oh, because apparently they're at the grocery store. I'm like, okay, cool. Oh. So not in the grocery store.
No.
They just rode to the grocery store. You know, just that's where they were. And because I guess Heather said, where are you guys? And they said the grocery store. So then they, she goes, I told them to be back for 6:30. They left the house at like 2 o'clock. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, that's kind of awesome. I'm like, what'd you give them for limits? She said, I said, just go out, ride around. Mm-hmm. I don't care. So they did. They went out and rode all over the place. Like she didn't put any restrictions on it. Like we're not going to say, ride to the lake, but they rode their bikes to my parents' house, and did a social distance visit. My parents' house is not next door. It's a good little trek, but for kids, when you're a kid, you enjoy riding your bike and doing that stuff. It just showed me. My point is, it showed me that they just want to get out, because they don't get along, but they just want to get out. Now, they took a backpack with some snacks. Anthony's got his phone. I guess Heather told Ella, like, you got to carry that backpack. It's got to be on your back. By the time I saw him, because I went around back to the grocery store to kind of see where they were. Mm-hmm. Anthony's got the backpack on. I'm like, oh, she talked him into wearing that backpack for sure. Yeah. But they went out for 4 hours.
Nice.
And rode the bikes all over the place. And that's awesome. And I was really, really I was happy that they did it. Because that's what we used to do.
Yeah.
All the time. And we just ride them wherever. And, you know, if we stopped at a convenience store to get a Slurpee, which would be 7-Eleven, I guess. By the way, my wife calls everything she calls them all slushies, and it makes me mad. I'm like, no,
it does.
Max is a Froster.
Yeah.
7-Eleven is a Slurpee. I'm like, don't call it slushy. Slushy's what you get at the fair.
Slushy's a brand.
Yeah, I guess.
With the dog.
Yeah,
with the dog with the floppy ears.
You get that at the fair or an icy. You don't go to 7-Eleven get a slushy. You get a Slurpee.
Yeah.
That's for real. That's no joke. A Slurpee's no joke. Anyway, so that's what we did. So that's what the kids are doing. And I think we're going to do a lot more of that this summer. It's like, hey, go out and come back whenever, because you know what? That's going to be, it'll be weight off of us. I'm going to be working. Heather's got Maverick. You know, so it'll be a weight off for us.
But do you worry? So here's the thing, right? So when I was a kid, I would ride my bike to Gage Park. So I was on Parkdale.
Okay. And
Parkdale to Gage is a long ride.
Yeah.
And I never, ever told my parents. And then when I told them, they'd lose their minds because it's so far away. But when I was a kid, I didn't care.
Yeah.
Right. I'm riding around. I'm good. Whatever. I used to ride my bike up to the convenience store that right next door had the 3 or 4 arcade games.
Yep.
Turn around, kick it, get some free games, all that good stuff.
You're criminal. It's criminal.
So, but my parents would always lose their minds, right? So then now I'm thinking of the story you're telling, and I'm thinking of my daughter going riding bikes, and the first thing in my gut is, what if she gets smoked by a car and I'm not around? That's where my head's at. So I'm like, I would love to, 1,000%, but tell her where to go. I'm going to say this quietly. I'd probably buy her a cell phone if she's going to do that, so I can at least get a hold of her. Mm-hmm. But the first gut instinct, because the tools around Burlington drive like idiots. It's a fact. Hamilton, when I go back to Hamilton and I'm driving in the city, I'm the aggressive driver because I'm coming from Burlington. In Burlington, it's fast traffic everywhere.
I think there's always been bad driving. I just don't think we realized it as kids. Mm-hmm. I think there's always been that kind of thing. And I think that's kind of where it, you know, yes. Am I worried? I'm always worried when my kids leave the house. I'm always worried. Mm-hmm. And I think that's, as a parent, that's just how it is. Look, do I 100% implicitly trust that my children are going to do the right thing all the time? No. Mm-hmm. And do I trust that everyone else is going to do the right thing? No. But I have to believe, especially when there's a group or there's a couple kids, like, it's hard because you can't, just tell your daughter, go. Mm-hmm. It's by herself.
Yeah.
But if she has some friends, whatever, and Anthony's older, and that's I wouldn't let Ella do it by herself. We've already had that conversation with her. I won't let her ride to her friends that's, 5.5 minutes away.
Right.
With Anthony, different. If they're together, different story. Mm-hmm. But I think, and I'm not sitting here saying you have to let go. Okay. But I think it's kind of a little bit at a time. We let them go out with their friends and play in the neighborhood. Okay, fine. We let them go out for longer in the neighborhood. Fine. Yeah. Are there restrictions? Yeah. Be back on time. This is the time. If you're not here in time, then we have problems. Mm-hmm. They've adjusted to that. They get it. And there's no excuse, because when we were young, we didn't have a phone.
That's right.
A phone has a clock on it. Mm-hmm. When we were young, we couldn't pick up the phone and call, hey, I'm at the park. I can't, I'll be home 5 minutes late. We didn't have that. We get home or we got grounded. Mm-hmm. So I think there's that. They have a phone, so if they get in trouble, I know they have a phone. So yeah, I mean, dude, look, when I was a kid, I was riding my bike to Chuck E. Cheese. I remember I was riding my bike with my friend Nick. We rode to Chuck E. Cheese. On the way back, flat tire.
Where was Chuck E. Cheese?
Ass walk. Okay, I'm going to tell you in relation to Burlington. If you're not from Burlington, you probably don't know, but maybe you do. You know where Club 54 is in Burlington?
Oh yeah,
that used to be Chuck E. Cheese.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think that one used to be Chuck E. Cheese, or that was the movies and Chuck E. Cheese beside it. But anyway, right there, that was where Chuck E. Cheese was. So going home, we're going up Walker's Line over the bridge. Flat tire. Had to walk the rest of the way home.
Ooh,
with bikes.
Yeah,
that sucked. So, yeah, if Nick's listening, he'll remember that. By the way, my buddy Nick, his 10-year-old son is a huge fan.
Oh, nice.
I love it. So, yeah. So what's up, Oliver? Anyway, so I get your apprehension. It's kind of me releasing it a little bit at a time because they got to get some of that life experience. And that's the way I look at it. They've got to get some of that life experience. It's important. So yeah, so I mean, that's what I think the summer's going to be a lot of that for them. So maybe if they release some of this stuff, maybe one day my kids come knock on your door.
That would be fantastic.
You never know if they start to loosen some of this stuff up. Knock on your door. You never know what's going to happen. Come and knock on my door. Sorry.
How's your beach bod?
I knew you were going to bring this up.
It's time.
Okay. It's a weight loss challenge final day. I stepped on a scale today. You?
Well, after you reminded me, I did.
Okay.
So I'm going to have a lot of precursors to discuss.
Well, whatever. What's done is done. We've got some videos. Okay, so we both recorded a video. So we're going to show the video. And in the video, you're going to find out what the weight is. We don't know. We haven't talked about it.
Not at all.
We have no idea. We haven't even really discussed it since week 2.
Well, once you said I'm not weighing myself till week 6, I kind of gave up.
Again, why bother? It's funny. I like that you use the term gave up.
Yes.
I'll tell you what. What's on the line for this again? We talked about steak dinner.
Steak dinner. Can I just say something first?
Yeah.
This is where I really stopped weighing myself week by week. Is I asked you if you weighed yourself, and you're like, "No, I haven't. Heather's sleeping." Then I'm like,
our scale's in our room.
Does this guy's scale have bells and whistles? Whoop, whoop. Joe's weighing himself now. Like, what does it matter where the frickin' scale is?
Because it's in our room and it's dark. We've got blackout curtains. I can't see. And it's hard to know.
I was like, what a sad excuse. My wife is sleeping, so I can't get the scale.
Maybe I don't want to see it.
All right, let's go.
All right, let's show. I guess you want to see my video first.
Yes, please.
Because you want to be the home team on this one, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, here it goes. Here is my weigh-in. What's going on, everybody? It's weigh-in day. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not overly excited about it because I really did nothing for this weight loss challenge. So I know I'm probably gonna lose, and good for Paul because he's probably gonna win. But I did nothing. I did 0 running. I promised my kids I would take them on bike rides. We didn't do any of that. I went for a couple walks, but really didn't stress myself. And did I change my eating habits? No. So, here it is, 6 weeks later. My opening weight was 232. So now I'm going to check and see what my weight's at right now, 6 weeks after our initial weigh-in. So, moment of truth. Here we go. I don't even want to look down. I don't want to look down. All right. So, we've got the camera on the scale. Paul's going to complain because the scale is not a digital scale because he's got hate for analog. So, I'm going to step off the scale. All right. So, I didn't lose weight, which I knew. I gained a pound. So I don't know how many people in the weight loss challenges, they gain weight, but this challenge, I gained weight. I am 233. So, Paul, all you got to do is lose 1 pound. That's all you got to do. Or stay the same, and you win. So I'm going to congratulate you now. That's how it is. All right.
Oh, come on. Come on.
You just saw that video, right? So, like I said in the video, congratulations. I have no idea, but all you had to do, Paul, is stay the same and you win. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. So don't tell me. You know where I'm at. I didn't even do a percentage. I didn't want to know how much I gained of my body weight. No.
Okay.
So let's watch your video. All right, Here we go.
All right, guys, here we go. This is the final weigh-in of our weight loss challenge. Let's turn this on. Let's see if we can measure this weight. Here we go. It's gone to zeros. This happens from time to time where you got to get off, reset it. Probably can't believe how much weight I've lost. $277.4. Rolling down, 277. Total loss of a whopping 3 pounds. Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right. Well, big winner, Paul. Did you? Congratulations. Like I said, I did nothing. You went for more walks than me.
Don't even say that because you came. Are we allowed to say you came over to my place to pick up some pork
socially distanced?
Yeah.
Socially distanced.
And what was my wife doing?
Oh,
what did my wife do?
Okay. So let me tell a little bit of story about Paul's wife. By the way, congratulations, Paul. Once this all kind of cleans up, get your steak dinner. Did you do a percentage?
Negative 1.07.
Way to go. You lost over 1% of your... This has got to be the saddest weight loss challenge ever. The saddest. Combined, we lost 2 pounds. And I gained 1 of them. So it's the worst. I almost think there's no prize. I almost think there's no prize. I can't take satisfaction on a 3 pound. And that's rounding. That's rounding. I had to round up for my 280 and round down to my 277. I will tell you what. Here's what we'll do. And then I'm going to tell a story about what your wife was doing. So, how about this? Let me cook you a steak.
Okay. I'm cool with that.
I'll buy a steak. I'll barbecue for us.
Okay. VG.
That's fine. You pick where the steaks come from. Okay. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Okay.
I'm down with that.
So Paul is our winner. Yay! Bells and whistles. Bells and whistles. All right. See, look at what you're doing right there.
High five. There we go.
See how you're holding up your hands? If you're watching on YouTube, Paul's wearing a Leafs jersey. That's the high. Leaf will probably never be able to hold his hands over his head like that.
Brian McCabe. That's my McCabe. And I'm wearing it to celebrate the St. Louis Blues championship last year. So that makes sense because it was today, which is Friday, the 12th of June. Anyways.
All right. So anyway, I went over to Paul's house to pick up a couple things. Among them, those dad guys face masks, which are wonderful and very breathable. Very breathable. Trust me. If you want to buy one of these things, I'm telling you, reach out to Paul. Mm-hmm. Reach out to Paul because we'll sell them to you.
We got some. Yeah.
We won't sell you the used ones. We'll get you a new one, but
unless we sell out, then I'll sell a used one. I don't care.
Soon enough. Hopefully, we don't need them. Anyway, so I went there and I sat in the backyard, socially distanced. Paul threw me a beer from a distance, and I sat down with him. I drank a beer. Him and his wife and his daughter sat at a table eating hot dogs.
Hot dogs.
Nothing wrong with hot dogs. Then she proceeds to offer cookies, homemade cookies.
Her mini chocolate chip cookie muffin things that are a staple for any tailgate, any party we have, anything.
So right away, I questioned her. I said, what are you trying to do here? You trying to fatten me up for this weight loss challenge? Knowing that there was no chance I was going to win, but I had to kind of play the game. But she was baking more. Like she was baking like crazy. It's like she was trying to make you lose.
She was screwing me, man, is what she was doing. She made those cookies. She made her mom's, it's an orange cake, but it's an orange marble cake. And it's fantastic. Like that thing lasts probably a day and a half max in our house.
Okay, so now that this stupid thing is over, I would like to try some of this baking. Okay,
Well, she probably won't make it since the challenge is over.
Well,
and then guess what we had for dinner that night?
don't know.
Freaking McDonald's.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, "What are you doing to me? You know I gotta get a McChicken and I gotta get a junior burger
Yeah, you do.
because I need the meat and the chicken from McDonald's."
Hey, I like that you say that because I go the junior chicken and a McDouble.
There you go.
I feel it. So that's that's not cool.
No.
But
And then when I was gardening, I was on my ass for 4 days because of the gardening. So I got 0 exercise. And then I had to weigh myself in the afternoon.
Yeah, you did.
Instead of because I usually first wake up, do what I need to do in the bathroom, come out, then weigh myself because my system's clean.
So I weighed myself a little bit later in the day too because I didn't think about it. I said to Anthony, I'm like, oh my God, I gotta get on a scale. So I panned back 3 coffees. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, okay, now I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Did what I need to do, then I stepped on the scale. Mm-hmm. That's what you gotta do. But at the same time, I'm like, I gotta get out of these heavy shorts.
Yeah.
Like I was wearing like cargo shorts, so I'm like gym shorts.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm pretty sure this shirt added a pound. I'm pretty sure I broke even.
I don't know, but I did weigh myself after taking the video to see how much weight the phone.
Yeah, and
the same.
See, I didn't hold a phone. See, I had Anthony with filming.
You got a production crew, man.
Yeah,
I don't got a production crew.
That's fair. Anyway, congratulations to Paul. He's our weight loss challenge winner. I'm not gonna say asterisk because you lost only 3 pounds because you know what, you won.
I know, and you know what? I want you to play that song. All I do is win, 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 no matter what.
I'm not allowed to play that. YouTube will take us off the air.
Okay, fair enough. So I just sang it. So talk about our poll that I also won.
I'm not going to say you won a poll.
I've won every poll we've had.
It wasn't a win or lose thing. It was just to see what other people say.
That's what losers say.
Okay, so we had No, I'm not going to say it. There's things I want to say. Okay, so last week's poll, I was talking about I don't feel like I should wear a jersey anymore with someone's name on the back and blah, blah, blah. So we put it out to the Dad Pod crew. I don't know what I'm calling you yet. I don't know.
I told you, Club 44.
Nah, because we have 44 subscribers, you have a low bar.
I know.
You have a low bar. We have 44 subscribers. Watch, next week we're going to be like 43 subscribers. Then what? Club 43?
Oh, you know.
Again, if you're watching on YouTube and haven't hit subscribe, please smash it.
Smash it.
Okay. So it was should I wear a jersey with someone's name on it, right? That's where it went?
Yeah.
Okay. No. I don't remember what it was. No.
So no is your side. No is no. You shouldn't wear it. That's
I'm twice
creepy.
as old as that guy. Forget it. It's creepy. Or yes, I'm his number one fan. 83% said, yeah, wear that jersey.
That's right.
I will tell you that my entire family, again in this poll, voted against me. So my wife voted against me. So now I've told her, guess what? I'm just going to fill my closets more with named jerseys. Forget it.
Nice. And on my side, Brent voted against me.
Right.
So as you can see, that's where we have differing opinions, you know? So
Brent, I'm glad Paul's not kicking you out of the COVID-10 because you voted against him. I like it. Okay, so yes, the poll did not come out in my favor. So I will continue to wear jerseys with names on it. So Juventus won today in Coppa Italia. They tied. They moved forward.
Was it on?
It was on. It was on ESPN. On ESPN. Okay, so what do you think, now that we've got a lot of that stuff out of the way, what do you think we do a dad joke, right?
Let's do it.
Dad joke, here we go.
And now, get ready to cringe. It's the dad joke of the week.
Oh, I'm so itching for a dad joke. What do you got? What do you got?
Oh, this one is very interesting.
Come on, man. Give it to me. You seem very hesitant.
I am.
Is this researched or is this donated?
This one's researched. This one's researched. And supposedly last week's was donated, but it wasn't. Anyways, my wife is really mad at the fact that I have no sense of direction. So I packed up my stuff and write. You want me to say that one again? My wife is really mad at the fact that I have no sense of direction.
Yes.
So I packed up my stuff and I write.
And I write?
And write.
Yeah, see, you don't even know how to say the joke. That's not a good one, man. That's not a good one.
Why? It's a play on words, isn't it?
Sure. I think that's a fail this week. I'm not going to lie to you.
What didn't you get? I write.
You write what?
No, I packed up my stuff and I write. As opposed to I packed up my stuff and I left. Oh my gosh, for real? For real, Joe, I had to bring it to you like that?
It's that bad, man. It's that bad. You should be able to get it kind of instantly.
I can't.
You should be able.
That's the one for thinkers. I'm here thinking that I said it wrong.
No,
and it's because
the second time you said it wrong. You said I write. The second time you said I write.
Because that's proper English.
Anyway, I am be honest, I didn't like that one.
Did you hear the rumor about the butter?
No.
Well, I'm not going to spread it.
That's a good one. I'm a simple man. I like simple things.
Oh, shoot.
Anyway, that's it for this week. On that note, thanks for joining us. We learned a lot this week. We learned that church is now a new reality show. We learned that we're going to have a COVID-10 and Gronk's going to party with us.
Yeah, he is.
No promises. We learned that Paul is the weight loss challenge champion with a total weight loss of 1%, 1.0 something percent. Congratulations. 0.07%. Fantastic. Anyway, thanks for being here with us. Have a great week, and we'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, Camerons. I enjoyed the visit to 12 Mile. Peace.
Bye.